I'm going to just watch this last one ad here now. I think if I do this last boss challenge, then I'm pretty sure I've finished this Gauntlet anyway, but it might be. I might need more than one gun. I don't think I've got any retries to do it. If you run out of retries, do they regenerate like the like the tickets do you know? I don't really give you any more information about it on here. Oh, actually, I'll leave that on a second for those of you who haven't got very far on here, so you see what cars you use. Someone's saying they're only on number 1 a little while ago with a Lexus and a Charger. The cars are all pretty skiddy though. I couldn't actually hear that voice note that you left. I couldn't hear what you said. It sounded like a motorbike in the distance, and then your voice, I couldn't actually hear what you said. Right, so this thing, due by, win the challenge without going off track. Is it going to be easy or is it going to be medium? When it says medium, that always makes me think it's probably impossible. Sometimes it will say it's hard or extreme, and they're not. And other times it says easy or medium, and they're totally impossible. Right, so all this was no off track, wasn't it? Nothing else. Got a wiggly little, well, I suppose you can go off track anyway. You go off track just by nipping down here too far to the right. I've done that before. I've also been pitied to send me off track in the past. Quite a short old track this, isn't it? It's a lot shorter than I thought it was. I Fancy it might be too far back to win from here. So of no value, the money I've got, no value whatsoever. Racing dollars stopped becoming important for me at least a year ago, maybe more than that. Oh, looks like I'm not going to quite be able to get there. Surprise, surprise. I dangled that old carrot and I fell for it again. Now, I don't think I get a retry now. I think I used them up, but I don't know if they regenerate. Well, it stopped being a knob, for Christ's sake. Do I get a retry? Oh look, retry, lovely. 6. Whatever that is. $6,000. I wouldn't care if that was 6 million. You know, as somebody came on here a couple of weeks ago, just came straight on swearing and all that, and looked him up, and I think he was about 12 or something stupid, which is no great surprise, I suppose, but. Get that thing out of the way. Oh, it's just that little bit too far in front again. Well, I don't mind, you can have some more of my racing dollars. I don't like him either. He's a right knobhead, isn't he? I'll have another go as it's my last go. I don't actually mind if this takes 10 goes because I don't want to do any more what is that? A restart or anything. He's not very nice, is he, old Magnus? I should really look to see how much too slow I am. Get out of the way. This is where you lose these races, is at the beginning. It's not at the end, it's at the beginning where they all get in your way and you probably need to be up to to second or whatever at the end of the first lap. You definitely need to be sort of third or whatever. Now this looks like I'm further away on this go than I was on the others. That's what I mean. It says this one, it says a medium. But other times it will say it's easy and it's virtually impossible. And sometimes it will say it's hard or extreme, and it's, you think, well, what was hard about that? So that's what happens, you end up there. You end up then trying to push the bloody thing too hard. What new cars are? Oh, they're expensive to upgrade and stuff, but they're not. I mean, the upgrade costs on the newer cars are just absolutely stupid. I had a couple of older cars that are still not fully upgraded, and the out of the way, you. I'll sneak round here this time. Alright, so they block. He's blocking the inside this time. So they block the inside and the outside. Oh no, this looks better actually. This looks a lot better. This looks more the ticket. Get out of the way. And then I'll cock it up anyway. Yeah, the last like engine was like 20 gold or something for the last engine, and it had much better specs than one of the newer cars we won, and yet the last engine on that was something stupid like 145 or whatever. Yet the older car on paper looks a bit better car, or certainly about the same anyway. But the upgrade costs are the things that's really shot through the roof. But then all the cars then, you could buy them with racing dollars. Now you've got to win them, but it's really difficult to win a car with just racing dollars unless you do retry all over the place, which isn't really what you want to do. Use a buff around here, thank you very much. I'm pretty sure that will be it. You're totally right there, Victoria. Without people spending real money, the game wouldn't even exist, would it? That must be that horrid, useless, horrible thing finished with a bit of luck. I think it was 250,000, wasn't it? Stupid event. So as you can see there, the trains, they still do turn up from time to time, as they have here. But I didn't make full advantage of it because I crashed and then my top speed went down from 389 down to 382, which meant I then couldn't keep pace with the pack. I had to try and just nick a couple of them off the corners and stuff, but I just didn't have enough top speed to take full advantage of it, that's all. But you know, the train does still exist from time to time. Don't happen very often, but that's what it looks like. But unfortunately, where they crashed a couple of times, I ended up just getting tangled up in it, and it cost me. But it should still be worth a fair bit of fame anyway. There wasn't a lot else it seemed I could do on the game because of the online weren't working, the race teams ain't working. They've obviously got a problem with their servers, so I thought with the opposition on here it's going to be pretty easy, and will the train turn up? And it did, obviously, but couldn't really take full advantage of it. I don't know what the fame's going to be worth on that. It's not going to be bad. So as it turns out, fame weren't particularly good considering I used the double fame manager thing. But that's still like doing a 10 lapper at Le Mans without the manager. So it looks like you still do the service and you can still do the you can watch ads and stuff, but it's just their servers don't seem to be working. I'll try it again in a sec, I think. Well, maybe it's still not working. The pop-up come up so in an hour. That's probably pushed out to everyone's tablets though, I suppose. That says an hour, so the race team's actually starting 2 hours. But I can't even see who's in what team or anything anyway. No, it's still not working. This is a bit odd though, because this says on the Gauntlet total attempts 3. Well, I didn't have 3, I only had 2. I got to the level challenge 45 and then I started again. So that should be 2. I don't see why that says 3. They're always wrong though. That's like where I've done it in the past, where I've done all of them, so it was whatever, challenge 60 or something, and that it says furthest challenge reach, it says 1, where it should say whatever 60. I think everyone's getting a connection error. I don't think anyone can get on there. I think their servers must be buggered, because you can't get on weekly time trial. You can't get on it, although this doesn't work for a week anyway, although I still did get my 100 gold out of that. This isn't working. Well, if they've got something Because when this has gone really bad like this before, there's a real massive update comes out. It might even be that, you know. I wouldn't be at all surprised if there's not a humongous update comes out. And this has happened before on 2 or 3 occasions where it's gone like this. Everything's gone wonky. Their servers don't work, and all of a sudden it comes back. There's a new update, and there's some, you know, some real big stuff. I'm hoping that's going to happen again because I've got nothing else to do in the game now. Right, so that's what it says there. Gauntlet Season 10 Top Speed Challenge. They're showing you there a McLaren, which is obviously the car that we've all winning or won, whatever. But then they've got a Veneno behind that. Why there's a Veneno behind it? Because that doesn't appear in it. So you can't use that, so I don't see why that's even in the picture. Yes, Slow Pro, fire away. I'm all ears, said Dumbo. This huge update, I reckon it might even be something like that Nordschliff or something, you know, because they said it's huge. What else can they put on that's huge? I suppose I could put on a new, maybe some different F1 cars. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? We've got Ferraris now. Perhaps if they introduce, say, Mercedes and McLaren as well. And then the Ferraris we have got, perhaps they're updated to new ones or something. That'd be good, because the season's obviously just finished, so things like Formula 1 do like to keep their products going, and this is obviously a good thing for them to do. So we'll say, oh, you know, we'll let you have a few of our pretend cars type of thing. Oh, did it? Rifting update. Rifting. You mean drifting, I presume there. Drifting update. I swear, if it is, I shaved my hair. Let's hope you ain't Goldilocks then. You can't just put F1 in day or lot. Yes, the thing is, yeah, but didn't this, I heard this game lost the rights to Porsche a couple of months ago. And that might well be right. Because lately it all seems to be about Ferrari and McLaren and stuff. Porsche seems to have taken the right back seat in the cars lately, don't they? Bloody cheek, I've got loads of hair. What are you talking about? I've got hair. If you watch football, my hair is very much like a bloke called Marouane Fellaini. That's what my hair looks like. If you are into football, you know who he is. That is very, very similar to my hair. Bloody cheek ain't got any hair. Damon from Latvia, Mr. Yanis. You've only got about 6 or 7 in your team. Your team, or a few of you, you might as well just join one RRG again for this top speed, mightn't you? Then set your team up again afterwards or something. Yeah, I hope he's got NASCAR again. I know you don't like Richmond. I love Richmond. I think Richmond is brilliant. So it could be Nordschliff. It could, but if it's a massive update, it's going to be cars, isn't it? Because that's where they make their money. So, but if it's tracks, oh, I'm glad he's on your national team. He is absolute shit, that bloke. He is by far the worst player Man United have ever had. And I never thought I'd say anyone was worse than Fletcher until he turned up. He is useless. How he ever played for Man United, I just don't get it. It must be in his contract that when they bought him, or I mean, who's it? That stupid Moyes bought him, and when he bought him, it's it must have been in the contract that he has to play at least 15 minutes or something every game, because he is absolutely garbage. I'm convinced I would be better in midfield than him. Right, so this definitely ain't going to work, is it? Definitely ain't going to work. Yeah, stay your team. I mean, I might well go and join Snell's anyway. Mind you, the way this is looking, there ain't going to be such things as race teams. So what else could it be then? If it's not Nordschliff. So huge update. What would I like to? I want tracks. Forget the cars. We've got more than enough cars. I want tracks. My number one choice would definitely be Monaco. Alright, what's happened there? That just come to life there. I would love to see Monaco, definitely. And Nordschliff, not really that bothered about Nordschliff, to be honest. I'd like to see Brands Hatch, the Grand Prix circuit added. Certainly would like to see more of the Australian V8 supercars, some of the street circuits like Sydney or wherever, so because they are brilliant to drive them things. And more NASCAR. So I wouldn't mind seeing another. So really, I'd like to see Grand Prix circuit at Brands added, Monaco added, Sydney, and what else? Was a bit greedy. Not bothered about Nordschliff at all. Never heard of that place, to be honest. What's that? Bikaniki? Not heard of that place at all. I wouldn't mind seeing Interlagos. That's a good track. Apart from that, maybe what cars would we have? I suppose it's easier for them if they do cars that we've already got, but just like different liveries, and the specs are slightly different, so like with the NASCARs and stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing another NASCAR or two track either. I love NASCARs, I think they're absolutely brilliant. Oh, there's one on that the Grand Tour. I don't know if it was a McLaren or not. It was called something or other 1. Was it a McLaren? I can't think what it was now. McLaren, Aston Martin? No, it was a joint venture. It was quite a weird thing. Jeremy Clarkson was going on about how it's just all about aerodynamics. Can you imagine that? Nürburgring and Nordschliff. Can you imagine that? You've got a 10 lap race around there. Each lap takes about 10 minutes. Or say even if you had, if you got a 6 lap race, that's an hour. That's a long old race. Imagine getting around that. You're on the 6th lap, coming right near the end, and then the game crashes. Puts you right back at the beginning again. How gutting would that be? Yeah, that Ebola track, that looks a bit stupid really, doesn't it? Pass it. Don't like that fat American, do you? That fat American I got doing the in place of the stick. He don't even look like a driver. I don't know if he's even a real driver, but he don't look like a driver. He looks like just some big fat American bloke. Finished 4 stages. Well, I think the game's just gone kaput. Yeah, it did, didn't it? That was Toyota, wasn't it? No one can load the team. It's not working. their servers are gone. But I said, you know, this has happened before when a massive update comes out. So it might be that they're getting a new update ready to be released, and then this is why it's all gone tits up. I certainly hope so. We've just been talking about what we'd like on the new update. Just for I think I'm the only one really who would like to see Monaco. See, I like driving around the tracks and sort of, I know, it's sort of like taking in the scenery. I know there ain't really much scenery to be seen, but it's just a pleasurable drive going somewhere like Monaco. It's sort of, you know, even going through the, you know, through the tunnel and seeing how they've done the graphics and stuff. I just find that sort of stuff really interesting, rather than going around somewhere stupid like Dubai Oval, doing a 5-lap round race around there and crashing and bashing everyone all over the place. I mean, that's pretty crap, isn't it? But you get somewhere like Monaco and you're not, I mean, I don't even care most of the time if I win or lose. It's winning is not really that important to me, and being fast is not important. I enjoy just the, you know, controlling the car and driving it around the tracks that I enjoy. That's why I don't like Laguna Seca, and I don't like Nürburgring. Not a lover of the Porsche test track, that little dynamic circuit. I think that's shit as well. You can still carry on with the Gauntlet. I finished off the Gauntlet not long ago, and there was no cloud save or anything. I just carried on, just finished it off. What's that still on here? That thing there. So, but earlier on, I did get to earlier 45 earlier, and then I had one that I thought was impossible really. So I started again, and then, but it does say total attempts 3, but I done it on the second attempt, so I don't know why it says 3. But anyway, that wasn't as painful, but I think that was because I got to challenge 45, because the last, whatever it was, 30, 35, somewhere around there to 45 paid pretty good revenue. And they've done it different this time. It wasn't like all the previous one where it says you start off with 1 challenge, then the boss, then you have 2 challenges of the boss, then 3, so on. This one, it started off with 4 or 5 for the first boss, but then when you get to about 35, 37, somewhere around there, whatever it was, you only had 1 challenge and a boss. So it was a lot better, and it's worth more as well. It was just say like 15, 18,000 for winning 1 challenge and a boss. It was a lot more difficult, but the revenue was better. Ah, Monaco's an F1 track only. What a rip-off. Don't like the sound of that. Oh, as far as I know. I hope you're wrong then. And people have been after things like motorbikes and stuff. I don't want motorbikes on here. If I wanted motorbikes, I'd get a motorbike game. I drive differently anyway, don't I? It's quite diverse, this game though, isn't it? I mean, you think, if you know, you do get games that just specialise only in F1 or, you know, NASCARs and stuff. This game's got all of it. No, I think it's only shut for that one event the whole year, innit? You must be joking, Monaco. They go round the Isle of Man TT racing. They go round there mental. The thing is, the road's a lot more like longer, windy, not windy, but you go out in the countryside, then come through little tiny villages and little small 1-street high streets and stuff on the Isle of Man TT. But they do over 200 mile an hour in that place. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous, that place. I'm quite surprised really in this like modern day of everything's health and safety that the Isle of Man TT racing is even still allowed to go on, because they seem to stop absolutely everything, don't they, that health and safety. Imagine that now, they said, oh, we're going to have this new event 200 mile an hour through these little tiny towns. They wouldn't let it go. It's only because it's been going so long that it's allowed to carry on, I think. Yeah, exactly, but it's all, everything these days is all politically correct and all that sort of shit, isn't it? But what could be seen as like a really massive update, if it's not F1, which we don't think it is because there's a new F1 game out, so we're all pretty much agreed that it's not going to be F1. It could well be Nordschleife, couldn't it? Yeah, but I mean, the other thing that was similar, wasn't it? The Lotus 125, because that was like, it's a Formula 1 car that you can actually buy. It was based on a Formula 1 car, so it's not quite a Formula 1 car, but you can buy it yourself, can't you? So that again's an odd car. In fact, they're all odd cars, like that, the Aston Martin Vulcan. That is another car that is like just so rare that it's not really believable. That's why I like the normal cars like the AMG Mercs and stuff, because they are believable. I think it's got to be a track, it's got to be tracks on this one, or maybe some of the stuff where maybe the racetracks now they open up some of that racetrack and then they put a gravel section in or something like that, and you have to go across the gravel then back to tarmac. I would like that. And on the gravel you got full of potholes and splashing water and all that sort of stuff. I'd quite like that. Yeah, rallying, that could be possible, I suppose. Get a few of the like Subarus, and you get Imprezas, Evos, maybe some Lancias, Stratos or something or other from, you know, years gone by, and that'd be a good one, wouldn't it? So what model Merc is that then? Mercedes AMG GTR, what is it? Because they all seem to be S-Class, don't they? They're all SLK, SLS. Maybe could be a bit more of the, what you call it, the, I don't know if there's a game that has that, the German touring cars. I mean, that's a brilliant series in its own right. But I don't know if any games actually have that, do they? You might be right about drifting, because there was the they was mucking about with the assist, weren't they? I think we've already got all the cars. Thing is, Mitsubishis and Subarus and that are brilliant, but not really for the racetrack. They're more for, you know, as we said a little while ago, rallying and stuff. They're not really about going around places like Spa. Yeah, DTM, yeah. You can't, the servers are down. There's nothing you can do about it at the moment. We've all got the same thing. The servers are down. You can't do anything about it. You just have to wait for it to come back. I've got a ring in my ear for some reason. Probably my voice. I don't shut up, do I? I mean, I could put things in, say like what's that, Formula 1, but not Formula 1. Formula E, the electric ones. Because they've been quite keen on having some electric cars. Or the possibility of having them, haven't they? So you could have Formula E maybe. That's a possibility. Not that I'd get very excited about getting them, but that's something they could chuck in, I suppose. Because that would make probably pretty good. They could run around these tracks, couldn't they? Because they don't like introducing new tracks. So what was the last track we had anyway? Last track must have been Daytona, I presume. I think over the last year we've had Daytona, Richmond, and the Porsche test track, and obviously that stupid Nürburgring thing. But I think they're the most recent ones from what I can think anyway. Well, I don't give that out either. I gave that out before, and I got inundated with these messages by a couple of people because they hate me on YouTube. Like, you know, obviously everyone on YouTube, they get a few people that hate them, so hated me and stuff, and they got my home address and started leaving telephone messages, and I got a couple of letters about how they wanted to kill me and all sorts of shit. Just because you put a few YouTube videos on, you get some right weirdos about knocking about, it seems. It's probably only about 12 or something, who knows, but it was quite graphic, and how he was going to slice me up and all that. So I don't tend to give that sort of information out anymore. Not saying you would do it, but you don't know who else is seeing it. That's the trouble. There's some weird people about. Yeah, I mean, I used to, I've had a fair bit of people hating me and stuff on YouTube, but I suppose that's just part of the territory. But a couple of them really took it a bit too far. When my missus was answering the phone and getting people saying they're going to come round and kill us all and all that sort of stuff was a bit too much, really. Just because I recalled a bit of pretend cars going around a racetrack, people seem to think they own you and all sorts of stuff. It's really weird. Daytona, I like a bit of Daytona. What was about the, what did you do about the abandoned building then? Did you go around it or something? I used to work for a firm that used to have to go around all the abandoned buildings, putting alarms in them. Some of them are pretty spooky at night time if you're on your own in them. A bit something to go a bit faster. Oh, dangerous move. But got away with it. It's caused a bit of a pile up, eh? Get out of the way, you want to try and look at the... Missed it now. So a nice couple of... I go inside and film. Building's just halted. You don't believe me, it's fine. But once I hear strange noises, I'll load in the building. Yeah, but you do hear noises on buildings when you're... I'll tell you the worst one I ever did. I used to put these alarms in these abandoned buildings, and there was a hospital. It was a psychiatric hospital that had been closed. Oh, kick got me back. It was a psychiatric hospital that had closed down a few years, and it was pretty late. It was in the winter, so it gets dark here about 4 o'clock. This was probably about 8 o'clock at night, maybe. Anyway, massive hospital. Loads of windows are broken and stuff. And I'm creeping about around this hospital, deadly quiet. All I've got is like a little handheld torch trying to do this bloody alarm thing. And walking down this corridor, and then this bloke appeared coming the other way. And he's gone, what you done with, whatever his name was, what have you done with Dr. Samuels or some doctor? I went, what? I went, what you done with Dr. Samuels? I've come from the appointment. I went, it's been shut for about 5 years, mate, you're a bit late. He went, what you done with him? And he's like, you know, he's just a nutcase. Proper nutcase. He's going, I really like my doctor, you've hurt him. I won't be happy. You won't like me when I'm not happy. But, oh my god, he's one of them proper nutcases. I went, oh actually, yeah, I think I saw him down there, round the left, that first door on the left, round the left. He went off and I disappeared. he was not the full ticket, that boy. He definitely left his putter at the set of golf clubs, that boy. He was not quite right. Come across a few nutcases. Right, Mr. Yellow One. Oh, didn't work. I still think this NASCARs is definitely the best update they've ever done. I hated this NASCARs when they first come out with it. I thought it was absolutely stupid. Now, right, you. Oh, it's not, none of them are causing any crashes. They just go off the track now. Right, let's go and do the okey dokey. Come on then, let's go. Let's have them. Just us two against them three. Come on, we're gonna take them. Go on, we can have them. Go on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop. Right, 340 odd want to go. Right, let's go. Notice some of these just do not want to play. They go 324 and they just flatly refuse to go any faster. No matter what you do, they will not go any faster. Come on. Right, you are obviously not playing, so you can slip off over there and see who else we got. If anyone else wants to have a go. EOS. Come on, EOS. I'll go over it, you go past me, and then we'll go for it. Teamwork. Ah, it's not stupid, it's brilliant. Alright, ready? Let's go right now. Bump drafting, they call it. This NASCAR, I find, is... you don't want to go either. This is different from every other part of the game. If you race against friends in NASCAR, they go slower than what the robots do. Every other part of the game, friends go faster. Come on, Mark. Oh, RRG, 3 of us. Right, coming in, teamwork. Mark won't be a slouch. Go on, son, up you pop. So this is because we're offline, they just do not go at any speed whatsoever. We should be able to get to like 345 in these cars, providing we've got some opposition that actually will go as well. Do a bit more gentle then. The gentle touch, gentleman's persuader. You can't bump draft with the Gen 6. What is he on about? More drafting with other cars would be good. Yeah, actually that would be a big update, wouldn't it? Drafting now is in all races. Drafting across the whole game. That'd be a big update, wouldn't it? Because that would also have something to do with the assists as well. Sorry Marky, but I need to win this, so I'm going to just toodle off up the road. Pound for pound in the game, I don't know really, my best cars in the game I would say are the R8 ALMS or LMS, the BMW GT2 ALMS Ultra, what do you call it? The P1 GTR, and best of all, Slow Pro's right, the FXX. Out of all the cars that are easy to drive, they're fast, they're enjoyable to drive, you've got faith in them going where you're gonna, where you're pointing it, it will go there. Now this was quite weird. When I've done these NASCARs before, I went into the individual series. They seem to draft really well. That thing in that All-Star series, whatever they call it, don't seem to like drafting, but the individual ones do. Which is quite weird, really. So like, what are this lot? Matt Kenseth. Now I reckon he will get to 345. Right, my money is on 345. If I don't crash. And if I don't mess it up. Two big ifs already. In fact, I'm gonna let them get going for a little while. Evening, young Jonathan. Right, I need 345, nothing less. Dollar General. Is that a shop or? It sounds like a shop. It sounds like a 99p shop. Or Poundland as we have here. $3.44. I think you'll find it'll be $3.45. Maybe even $3.46. Maybe even more. Oh, and then before I get there, have a little wager. What do you think the top speed's going to be? I think my favourite track is probably Richmond. So versatile, Richmond. You can go for really quick laps with no skidding. You can drift the car the entire lap virtually. You can smash everything up. 338. What sort of store is it, Samuel? Is it like everything's $1? Because that's what it sounds like. Right, I'll let you time this right though. Oh, that was a bit touch and stop. Right, you lot are no good to me anyway. I need to pick on a lonesome type one. What's the most anyone's got in a NASCAR? Well, if I've left this a bit too late, you know, if I've given too much of a gap here. I really could do with seeing some cars, couldn't I? I ain't going to do a lot of drafting when there's no other cars here, am I? I'm looking for a car that's going to be not much slower than mine. This one looks like it might be going too slow, but for this drafting thing, you've got to find cars, say, where I'm doing a steady 337. If he's doing 320, then he's just going to slow me down. But if he's doing 332, then together we'll end up doing maybe 340. Might be able to use him. I'll just see if it's worth it. Yeah, I think he's going to be good, this one. He'll be good for a couple of laps to get up to say 340 odd. Then we can catch up some other ones further up. Right, don't you start braking, you just get your foot down. He's going to be quite useful to me, this one, I think. Still need to catch some other ones up though. Oh no, don't be a big crash. Don't want that. I'll have to let you go here, matey, because I need to slip past this lot and pick up another one. Oh, it's looking a bit precarious here. Oh, big crash. 347 that was. I was just starting to wind up into a nice bit of thingy there. Haha, I don't know if he'll answer that. I didn't see the question above it though. That's all I can see. Is that I don't think he'll answer that. Well, these ones up here should be a little bit faster if I can draft. Oh, go away. If I can just get a nice little challenge on a couple of these, still got a chance of getting a decent speed. I need to draft virtually the whole lap behind something decent. And that stupid dickhead Danica stupid cow got in my way. Always some bird throws its car in front of you, isn't it? That's why you don't have women in those cars. She's meant to be pretty good at her, I've heard. Never trust a woman. Not if she's got an eye each side of her nose anyway. That's what I always say. Right, Jonathan, I'm all ears. Hang on, let me have a look. I'll scroll up the text because all I see is that he'll miss the question again. What car do you drive? I have got two cars. I've got one which I take to Brands Hatch sometimes, which is it's a absolute replica in virtually every shape and form of a Nissan Primera GT British touring car. And my everyday driving car is a Jaguar X-Type 3 litre. That's what my nope, wrong one. Everyday car is. Not the LFO when they finally sold. It was. Oh, you got a company car? Times I've had company cars, I always get swayed by how much they are on company car. Am I on the right track here? By company car tax. Because here it's all on the emissions, how much they cost you virtually on. Oh, hang on, what we got here? For fun, I challenge you to take the worst car on your opinion and race final race or series stage with that car. There's a lot of bad cars on this game. You will find that some races are just impossible to win in a really bad car in a series anyway. That's the way the game's geared up. Actually, I can't be bothered with the I can't be bothered going around here again. Once or twice is alright, but right, what is the worst car in the game for me? If every time I think about a really crap car, I always think about the Carrera GT. Every time. It is an horrible car. No two ways about it. It is horrible. Where does that Carrera GT thing? I mean, really, these series here, we've got amateur, then pro-am, pro. There should be a category here, garbage, and that Carrera GT could be the flagship car. Oops. Where is the load of crap? It is horrible. It's skiddy. You can't drive it. Well, it's not even in pro. It can't be in pro, surely. Where is the crap? Right, so that's it. Right, so according to that, that's the best car out of them. Now, out of them on that Pro-Am Supercar Club, Dodge Fight, but all Dodges are rubbish. Ford GT, I like a Ford GT, I think it's a nice car. Nissan GTR Premium, hard to control, but a nice car. Carrera GT, garbage. Does that appear anywhere else? Carrera GT. Mind you, all them three are pretty rubbish, aren't they? In the American muscle. I strangely quite like the Desire, or Desire. Is that all it appears in one race? That Carrera GT. What's the specs of the thing then? 0 to 60, slow. Top speed, slow. Grip. Haha, you must be joking. We ain't got any. Right, what is it then? 342 at 111. Right, that's got better grip. Right, so that thing is way slower than the GTR. Worse grip, but a bit more top speed. But it doesn't matter because you'll be sliding on low track anyway, so you won't never reach it. 345, 104, 342. Now out of them, if I was in, say, going around brands, I would go in that Viper. This thing is horrible. Right, what's the last race in that then? I'll take the challenge. Oh, I'm not doing 4 laps in that thing. Spa, 3, not so bad. 4, right, I'll do 3 laps at Spa. The GE. So what's the worst car then? I just prefer the GT over the Carrera because it's got a lot better styling. It's got some status symbol about it, the full GT. All the GTs, I like the GTs. I think they're V10 Showdown. Where's V10 Showdown? I never saw it in there. Oh, it is in it. So according to that, it's the best car in that as well. Oh. A bit stoppy starty. Ugh. Speedway road course. It's just horrible, isn't it? Yeah, I'd agree with that. Out of the V10 Showdown series, I would go for the R10. Let's have a little look through here and say, now these are quite difficult for me. So like where you got the retro rear wheel drive Tour, we've got the 71 Challenger, 69 Charger and the Cobra. So you've got all the American muscle, all garbage. Then you've got the Porsche Carrera 1972, slow but easy to drive. And then you've got BMW 3 litre CSL. And that BMW I would think would kick ass out of all the others, big style. Now that seems to be too good a car to be in with the rest of them. What's that got? PR wires. Oh, 2 laps around here, that would take forever, wouldn't it? 296 110. Right, I'll tell you what would be a difficult one. Oh, dynamic circuit. Now this would be quite typical of you would never win. Right, so here you've got PR of 25.9 for the old 3 litre BM. The Porsche is quite, all Porsches are good to drive on this car regardless of what they are versus, apart from the Carrera GT. That thing, big, slow and horrible, but compared with that, it's much grippier and faster. And compared to that thing, that is hideous. That has got not a cat and hell's chance. So I'm going to go for that. It's twisty. Oh, grid load of friends everywhere. So that you have got not a cat and hell's chance of this thing competing. Not a cat and hell's chance. Gets all the cars built for twisty circuits, and I'm in the big bus. Got a big fat Cuban cigar, smoking it out the window. Big old boat steering wheel. Oh, room for a little one. Thank you. Oh, thank you. actually sliding at 60 mile an hour there. Right, bit of skullduggery time. Oh no, what's happened? Well, that ain't working either. You can't even cut the corners in the thing. Thing is, it's slow, no grip, and it's massive as well, so you can't even get past anything in it. This is sort of car you'd imagine in when you see them old American cop TV programs from donkeys years ago. Starsky and Hutch, Kojak, Magnum PI. There's not even enough room to go past anything with the thing. I've got a nice little button on the back of the device here where you just press the left hand side of it and it flashes red lights at the cars in front. Get out of the way, I'm going to take you out. Now this is a mistake a lot of people make when they first get the game. They buy a car, say like this one, and they like the look of it and stuff, and then they upgrade it, and then they end up fully upgrading it, thinking they're going to be able to win the whole series with the thing. Yeah, some cars you just can't. Not many, but some you just cannot do it. Trying her hardest, the girl, but any of you's ever seen that? I think it was called on Fifth Gear, British program we get, like Top Gear, but this is called Fifth Gear. And the bird, I like the bird, and I can never remember her name. Anyway, she takes out round the racetrack. She has a race between the Starsky and Hutch car, whatever that is, Torino is it, and the Dukes of Hazzard car. That's quite a good little video to watch. What is her name? Tell you what, both of the Bentleys are pretty ropey as well, aren't they? I think you should be well happy you've got 11th for that thing. 11th is not a bad job in that, I don't think. Out of the cars in the game where you can race, some cars that are much faster against other cars, the biggest one in the whole game for me, I think, is the what's the one with all the Porsches? All the Porsches together. You get a 911 2013 against all of the other Porsches. So if you can get the a race and you're up against them 1972 things, it is so mismatched, it's ridiculous. What is it called, that Porsche one? It's in here, isn't it? This one, 50 years of 911. Now if you get in the 2013 RSR against a grid full of the 1972 and 1974 cars, you can seriously kick some arse. If there's still no internet, oh there is. It's funny how your friends line up, isn't it? Brands Hatch. See if we can get any of the little crappy ones against us. I always use this race if there's a overtaking challenge. If it's a British tracks or something, oh that's a good load of friends there now, could have decent cars by the look of it. But sometimes please you get a whole grid full of the really crap Porsches. Well that ain't no good. If you've not got any of these RSR, these are a fine car to get. They're weird though. They're weird though because in this series they are absolutely brilliant. Whoa. Absolutely brilliant in this series, but then a lot of other things you can't compete with them in them. The only thing that brands is you've got such a low sun visor thing, some parts of the track you can't actually see it, you've got to guess where it is. Some of the brows and the hills you go over, you don't see where the track is. That's a shame that other RSR's in it, because so some races you get, you're up against the real rubbishy ones, and even on 3 laps you can lap them twice. So I got held up at the start here and he's just gone off like a scolded cat in, but we should both lap a fair few of the crappy ones I reckon. I've got a guide of Le Mans 24 hour, what are you on about? Should be on the track guide playlist. That was done that years ago. I've done Le Mans, Spa, Mount Panorama, Silverstone. I think that might be it so far. The difference in speed you're going between this car and the slower ones. You wouldn't be able to do it, it's impossible. Fine car. I just like the cockpit in that car. Some cockpit views I really like, some not fussed about, but that is absolutely luscious, that cockpit view in there. Tell you what, I'll have a go in the RSR against all the LMPs. Obviously not Le Mans, because then you've got no chance at all. You can do it in the yeah, but I mean, you know, it'd take half an hour, and I know you've got no chance of winning anyway. That's a pretty pointless exercise doing that. You can sort of compete on some of the tracks. You can get probably top 10 maybe. I think if I did a 10 lapper around there, I would get maybe about 12th, I would think. Maybe top 10. You have something like Spa, you're going to get eaten alive, aren't you? If you haven't seen that top speed, 327, or so it's 100 kilometres an hour difference. 0 to 60 slower and miles worse grip. So you have got not cat and hell's chance at well, anywhere really. Yoo-hoo, Master, shudder. Suzuka Grand Prix. I'll tell you what, I'll try Spa. Right. What? How far would you get? You're going to be up against all this other lot, ain't you? In Iraq, it showers today. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a couple of laps. I'll do a couple of laps in one of these things. I'll do it in this one. I'll do a couple of laps, so and I'm going to chop all the corners off. I'm going to do a couple of laps in here and see how I get on. But you'd have to chop all the corners off, and you'd have to pit anything you get. Oh look, I'm against friends and all. I mean, if you logged out with and you just race the standard robots, then you'd probably get some of these cars in there. I bet we ain't going to get many of these in here. Oh my god, look at that lot. And here I am at the back. Got me shopping in the boot. Right, son. Shall we have them? Shall we kick arse? Right, corner chopping, pitting. Don't do it, Steve. It won't end good for you. Did warn you. Oh, Ollie's going to have a go and all now. Bad move. Don't do it. Don't go there. I need to make sure it goes on my right hand side. I prefer picking them more on my right than my left. Oh, take the price of one. Oh, I missed him, gutted. They always want to pass on the left here, I've noticed. Vicky Butler Henderson, that's her. Yeah, I like her. I know she had a double barrel surname, but I can never remember what it is. No, there's no chance at all to catch them. The only thing you can do is to try and stop as many overtaking you as you can. That is your only hope. So I can't even pit some of them because I'm just not fast enough. What happens is they will just eat you alive, and then obviously they're going to start pitting me. See, Mark's back already behind me now, and I pitted him not long ago. It's just, all it is a little bit of fun, that just for a couple of laps, and just try and stop some of them overtaking you. And so you do really well to get, you do brilliantly to get 15th or better, really. So also I've now damaged where I've been pitting them and stuff, so my top speed's probably been reduced as well. It's good pitting practice though, it's about all it's good for, really. Well, it ain't from doing this, that's a dead cert. Right, come on then. There's not any car that I actually want added to the game. I can't think of any car that I would want on the game, if I'm honest. I want tracks. I'm not bothered about cars at all. We've already got 167 of the things. We've got far too many cars, I think, already anyway. I wouldn't actually really mind them saying Real Racing 4's out and you've got to start again. I'd actually, that's probably the best scenario for me, I think, at the moment. Got to start again, Real Racing 4, all from scratch. I don't really know how much they can how much more they can even do with this game, to be honest. They've got virtually everything in it anyway, haven't they? You can only change the livery number if you've got it fully upgraded, or it costs gold, which I ain't spending on changing the number. Right, so really I think I'm going to get, I mean I might even be able to hold this position now. I probably won't. I'll probably end up with, I've seen how long I could hold my bottle for. They're looking in the rear view mirror. I mean they will all catch me up again and I'll get eaten alive. What's the fame worth? Probably not a lot, so I think I've had enough of that. I mean, you're never going to win it with that car. You could win it if you, so that's what I always have to, no, slower in it. If you trained your opposition, which I think probably most of us do know how to do. I don't like doing it, but certain occasions, say like the race teams thing, I will adjust the opposition then. I don't do it, I never do it on the special stages. I don't like doing it because that defeats the object of doing it in the first place. But race teams, yeah, I don't mind doing it then. So adjust the opposition. Then out of that field of 22 there would probably be 10 of the RSRs in it and 10 of the proper LMPs, and then cutting all the corners and then doing maybe a few speed snaps and stuff to make them slower. I think you could actually win that race, but you'd have to adjust the opposition and then cut all the corners and everything else, and I fancy I could win that race, but certainly not against friends and against LMPs and no manipulation, no chance. I think really where the cars are sliding because they done something with the assists. I don't hardly ever drive with no assists anymore. I used to always do it, but now I don't. It's changed unbelievably from what it was. Is this thing back up and running yet? Oh, it's back up and running, look. 34 minutes. Right, so this, well, there's only 7 in it, so you obviously ain't going to win nothing with 7 people in it. I might just have a little trial in this area I go and then join the Snails team, I think. So what have we got here anyway? Top speed challenge, that'll only be over 1 day, I presume. Right, gold prizes. You got to get top 100. Now, if you're not in a team of 20, you can totally forget it. If there's not 20 that have got the McLaren, you can forget it. And you've really got to have probably 15 in your team with a fully upgraded one to get top to get top 50. All of you have got to have a fully upgraded McLaren for top 25, and then it's all about who are the better drivers for the top 10. And the real best teams will be fighting out for podium. Normally you'll have a cheating team will win. They always do. Second will be some other sort of. So the Snails team, we would expect to get second or third. There will definitely be a cheating team win. We'll get second or third. The worst we would get, I would guess, would be no worse than 8th. But expect to get really in the top 3. But if you ain't got 20 players with all full up cars, then you've got no chance. Yeah, you can join. Yeah, of course you can. There's only 7 people now, so you've got to have 20 anyway. But I'll just add people because there's a lot of these will just, you know, it's really about trying the teams out anyway. Ivan, where's he then? I never see him. Where's he here, the boy? I never see a comment from Ivan. Phantom Cake, whatever that name is. David, again what? Unless I've missed it. I was probably going down that stupid Le Mans thing at the time. Right, past 11. Right, so my I've got all cars in service now, anyway. Right, P1. 31 minutes. Right, I'll have to get rid of some of these, I think. I'm going to need a space for my car to set a top speed in, aren't I? What have I got in service here? Something's in service here. That thing for a start. So we've got half an hour, haven't we, till the actually, I've just got to go and check on something 1 minute.
The me, the proper Sarah Cox, has got lenses in so that I can just see and just be myself. Since turning 30, okay, 40, I was just struggling a little bit with the smaller print. If I'm on the radio, I've obviously got to see all the screens that I'm using, see all the buttons. I've got to have my normal vision for welcoming guests into the studio. So I'm forever changing what I'm looking at. These new AccuView multifocal lenses have been brilliant for everything.
often comes up saying I've got one race team message. Ah, it's packed up. Oh well, won't be doing that then. Right, so I'll probably see you on tomorrow doing something. Race team, so good luck everyone. If you've not got a team, you can join mine, 1RRG, or you can join Demon from Latvia or Yanis in 2RRG. So there's 2 teams available there if you want to join one. Both are open, so if you want to try it out, jump in and just have a go. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.